Okay, YouTube, this is JL Chambers82, and back again with more Street Fighter stuff. Yeah, I know it's getting a little exhausting at this point, but I'm almost out of stuff, so it's cool. As you can see from the screen there a moment ago, I have the Sega Dreamcast up and running, and there it is, Street Fighter 3 Double Impact. Now, be honest with you, I never, until I had a Dreamcast, I never played this game. This was the reason I bought a Sega Dreamcast. And I just bought the Dreamcast not too long ago, maybe 6 months ago, brand new in a box, still sealed. It's a cool thing about the Dreamcast, there's plenty of them out there. And this game was pretty cheap. And I understand there's 2 versions of Street Fighter 3 on this, but again, I never played any of them in the arcade, nowhere. This is during that time I was not really that into video games anymore. You know, I was still playing, you know, Nintendo 64, like GoldenEye with my friends and Perfect Dark, but that was about it. You know, I didn't really play games or fighters or anything. I was just kind of starting to get into collecting, and that's around that time I got started getting some Neo Geo CD games. I'd had the system for a while and was more into the collecting side, but I hadn't got into any of this stuff, so I didn't keep up with it. So really, until I got the Dreamcast, I never played this game, so I'm really not good with it. I'm not familiar with the characters, who was included, who was excluded. But I understand, like, it's like Ken and Ryu and like no one else. It's all like new people. So let's get it started. And I'm playing. Come on, start. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing. Again, I'm just kind of going through emotions. There we go. Okay. Since I don't know, I have no idea what Second Impact is, I'm just going to go ahead and go with this one. And I'm playing with this huge Blaze joystick. It was featured in my, you saw it leaning up against the wall, my second video, my game room tour. And this thing is enormous. So, let's see how good it is. What's going on? How can I not know how to play it? There we go. Or at least get it started. Alright. Sorry about the sloppiness of this video, guys. Yeah, let's see, got Ken, Ryu, and then just, yeah, no one I've ever heard of, so I had to keep it real. And I don't know what this is, like the super thing. You can kind of tell from the instructions. At least this game's in English, right? I got a shot anyway. Alright. And I had played through it a couple times, just barely when I first got it, and I kind of have it up on display, but yeah, it looks good, real good. And I don't really know, like, I guess you guys can help me out with that. This game was one of the least popular in the series, from what I understand. And I'm not certain if it was just because, like, it seemed, at that time, that style had seemed dated and people were more interested in the Tekken and the 3D fighters and everything. But, yeah, I mean, looking at it now and thinking about it, I was like, I'm like, I think I need to sit down and play this a little more, just from this first glimpse here. This looks pretty cool. Controls pretty well. I notice he's got some different kicks and punches, which will definitely lead into different combos, at least with Ryu. But, yeah, it's pretty impressive. And it's not all that bright, I guess, but, you know, I just got through playing X-Men vs. Street Fighter and Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, which are complete. Those games will give you like a seizure, definitely, if you have any hint of epilepsy in your family. Stay away from those. But this is more, I guess, yeah, it's kind of styled after the Street Fighter 2 series. Art's a little different, but like I guess it's a little more traditional in its setup. I definitely like the backdrops and everything. They're really cool. They remind me. Not so much of Street Fighter, these kind of remind me of like Neo Geo, like Last Blade kind of backgrounds. So, but yeah, the characters move, the animation's pretty impressive. Now, from what I understand, the Dreamcast version is the superior version of this, and that there was like, you know, other ports and everything, but I haven't noticed any load times or anything other than that initial setup there at the beginning. So, I'm not certain if this was one of the most, you know, anticipated Dreamcast games, but it was definitely the reason I bought a Dreamcast. I wanted to have this for the collection, being a Street Fighter fan and everything. So, and I'm sorry I'm not really pulling off any killer combos or moves, but again, I'm a little rusty. And back to the stick. I mean, you should see it. It's huge. It's And the thing is, I bought this, and like, I really wasn't thinking, I guess, when I bought it. Like, I was like, oh, this would be really cool if people come over, like, you know, because it's 2 sticks in one. And so, but I keep the Dreamcast in my bedroom, and I don't know of any girls that are going to want to lay on my bed and play Street Fighter 3 with me, and I hope I don't know any fucking guys that do. So, this will pretty much be rendered useless in there. And even, you know, like a couch-like situation, it's a little bit closer to a guy than I want to be playing video games. I'm not homophobic at all, but, I mean, you're talking about, like, you know, lap to lap to have this thing going. So maybe I should get, like, a table or something for it. But, yeah, it's this is definitely a really, really cool game. And, looks like it's going to be a pretty cool entry to the series, and I can't wait to get a little better at it. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this for now, but I am going to show you real quick before I cut the camera off. I'm going to show you guys the stick, just so you see what I'm talking about. So forgive the camera for a moment. And sorry, my table's a mess. And check this thing out. I've never seen anything like it. And it's pretty responsive, like it's got the clicks and everything. Get the little memory card in there. But yeah, you can see it's pretty intimate. So, and it's pink over there, so it's obviously for a chick, right? Yeah, like you and a really, like the coolest girl ever are gonna sit back and play Street Fighter 3 all night, and then, you know, see where that leads you. But anyway, YouTube, again, back to the TV. That is Street Fighter 3, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be closing up the Street Fighter series soon, so get on to some other games. Got some new stuff in. I can't wait to show off. So anyway, YouTube, later.